Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gershwan, and you are watching One Mind Syndicate. Today we continue talking about the creatures of Warhammer 40K as we get into the Diablodon. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We post Warhammer 40K lore videos every single day, and if you have any suggestions, just comment down below. Also check out our channel because we have a huge archive of lore videos, so your suggestion might already be out there. But with that said, guys, let's get into 40 facts on the Diablodon. The Diablodon is a reptilian creature of immense power and strength, terrifying and dangerous if encountered in the wild, and incredibly ferocious in captivity. Native to the world of Arum, within the Jericho Reach, the Diablodon has managed to find his way across the larger portion of this area of space and beyond. Known within the legends and lore of various tribes and people of Arum, the Diablodon is a consummate hunter and a frightening predator beast. It figures prominently in the native culture, and the best hunters are those who have managed to best one of these terrifying lizards. On their native planet, Diablodons are considered to be the ultimate predator. Other than humans, there is little that can threaten a Diablodon. Their biggest concern is competition from others of their own species. They are descended from the reptilian strain of mythosaurs. While some mythosaurs have been domesticated by the people, many more are not. These range from small and virtually harmless species to the massive Diablodons themselves. Found scattered across the numerous worlds within the Jericho Reach, Diablodons have been distributed by many rogue traders and free captains for a variety of reasons, some deliberate and others by accident. They feature popularly within many of the legendary beast trades and tournament arenas for obvious reasons. Diablodons play a significant role in the culture and mythology of the native Aruans. In some of the outlying tribes, the Diablodon is believed to represent the true spirit of the hunter. Dances, performances, and literature have all centered on this terrifying creature. The bones of these beasts are revered, and wearing a piece of Diablodon, such as a claw or tooth, is reserved for royalty. The most prominent role these reptiles play is in the Aruan's divested hunt. The truest test of the huntsman's skill, the divested hunt, involves tracking, stalking, and then killing one of these great monsters. So voracious and skillful are Diablodons that those who attempt the divested hunt rarely return. Once the reptile is found, it must be killed and its carcass ritually prepared. This is easier said than done, for these creatures possess a keen intellect and refuse to be taken down easily. As terrifying as the Diablodon is, there are many myths and legends surrounding it. On Arum, the most significant one revolves around the Diablodon as a harbinger of death. In the human cultures of Arum, the Diablodon is portrayed as a psychopomp, the being who ferries the dead to the afterlife. Many young hunters also choose to tattoo the Diablodon's image on their bodies, as they believe having the symbol of the monster allows them to channel a small part of its strength and animal cunning. With the return of the Imperium and the Aculus Crusade, this practice has spread throughout some of the regiments of the Imperial Guard, much to the dismay of the Departamental Munitorum. Diablodons are fearsome-looking reptiles. They all have a distinctive crimson hide that had spectacular patterns and streaked into the scales. A typical Diablodon sports a crest and massive, needle-like teeth. Their eyes are glistening yellow orbs, and their talons are so long and as sharp as Imperial power swords. Diablodons have a hunched-over stance, walking on their two hind legs. Adults stand as tall as an Adeptus Astartes dreadnought. They have a distinctive, three-toed track that hunters quickly learn to recognize. The talons and claws of a Diablodon are almost always covered in the gore and remains of past victims. Thus, any wound inflicted by a Diablodon inevitably turns septic unless treated. Diablodons prefer to dwell within caves or other subterranean places, especially those that are near volcanic or geothermal areas. This preference not only adds to their mystique, but also provides additional protection from potential predators. One of the obvious signs that a Diablodon lair is near is the grisly pile of leftover carcasses and split bones. The reptile isn't one to finish its meal entirely. Evidence supports that the Diablodon are excellent night hunters. leading some to believe that they possess both superior night vision and a heightened sense of smell. An unusual trait in Diablodons is the fact that they are not pack hunters, preferring to hunt on their own. In fact, the Diablodon will go out of its way to remove any competition from its hunting grounds. While their mating habits are unknown, it is speculated that a Diablodon will only tolerate the presence of another until the female has been fertilized. She will then leave the area and either locate a suitable place to lay her eggs, near a volcanic vent if possible, or return to her own hunting grounds. Members of the Mechanicus Adeptus Biologists suspect that the male is one who initiates the mating ritual by extending his crest to lure the female in. However, it is not unusual or unheard of for male Diablodons to do this as a means to reduce competition for food sources by attacking the potential mate instead of propagating. And those were 40 facts on the Diablodon. That last part was pretty crazy. Can you imagine being at a Wendy's restaurant and you see a pretty girl or a pretty guy, I don't judge, and then you invite them over to your table, you spit your game, and then all of a sudden you sucker punch them and start pounding on them, and you say, this is my turf, this is my Wendy's, and from then on, they never come back to that Wendy's. Pretty interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The best part of this lore is the fact that rogue traders and merchants have it, so you could say that an Inquisitor can probably take control of a Diablodon. The lore could say that your Inquisitor somehow found a merchant or found a rogue trader that had this Diablodon and then took it from him for, whatever reason you want, as a means of payment or as a means of not being able to have one. Even though the Diablodon, yes, it's an alien, but it's not a sentient alien. So like the Ordo Xenos wouldn't want to kill it. It's like having cattle or having any other type of useful alien creature. The Ordo Xenos wouldn't stop you from having that, so you can have your Inquisitor have as a sidekick or as part of his retinue a giant reptilian Diablodon. You could actually jump over to the Age of Sigmar line and you can get one of the Lizardmen creatures, convert him, put some awesome cybernetic arms, some cybernetic claws or something, and just make him part of your Inquisitor army. Be really badass. And if you do that, share those pictures with us on Facebook. Don't forget to comment down below with your suggestion of whatever creature of Warhammer 40K you guys would like us to talk about. Yeah, pretty much any creature that because there's still a lot that we haven't talked about, but any creature that you are interested in, comment down below. Even if it's one that we've kind of touched on but never really done a full video for, we'll try our best to create an entire video like the vampires that exist in 40K. We could try to do something like that. Just comment down below. If you like our videos and you want to support us, jump on over to Patreon. A simple $1 a month helps us create more videos for you guys, and you get some extra videos as well. If you can't, we understand, simply by liking, commenting, and sharing, and especially hitting that little bell notification icon right next to subscribe. It really helps us out. But with that said, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. This was Gersh1 with One Mind Syndicate, signing out.